What's up, guys? Welcome back to another flea market grab video. So before we head out and go to the flea market this week, I just want to take this time to thank you guys because we've recently hit 12K subscribers on the channel. I feel like I was just making a video not too long ago talking about how we just hit 11K. It's all thanks to you guys that the channel is growing the way it has been recently. It's thanks to you guys for hitting that like button and dropping comments. That's what's getting the channel out there and the videos and recommended. So I appreciate everything that you guys do. I just want to start this video off by saying thank you guys. So now, as usual, if you guys are enjoying the videos, hit that like button. It's helping the channel grow. Drop a comment. I try to respond to all the comments I can. And subscribe if you are not already and you guys are enjoying the videos. Let's go see what we can find this week. How much is the shirt? $2. All right, thank you. What do you know? The lady actually came through. It doesn't have wires or nothing, but she held it for me like she said. I'm shocked, to be honest. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another flea market grab video. Today's Tuesday. I'm going to show you guys a couple things I did pick up today. It's not very much. It was kind of dry, but I did pick up a couple things. And then we'll skip ahead to this weekend and I'll just combine the footage. You guys know how I do it. So, starting things off, you guys know I was a little salty that I didn't get this last week. But I went back and the lady actually still had it like she said she was, which was actually surprising to me. Usually when people tell me they're going to hang on to something for me, they always get rid of it. But this time she actually held on to it for me. But the whole reason why she didn't sell it to me last week is because she said she had the wires and games and everything at home that she wanted to sell it with. Well, when I went back, she pulled it out and it was still just the console only. It's the JVC XI. So for you guys who don't know, this is basically just a Sega Genesis and a Sega CD put together in one console. But what makes this different, besides them being together so it's a lot easier, is that the audio is a lot better, it being a JVC. And complete with like the wires and the control and everything, these things can go upwards over $300. So I did have to pay up a little bit. I ended up paying $75 for this, for just the console and then the power brick, which here's the power brick right here. I usually would never pay that much for a loose console. But like I was saying last week, the reason why I was so mad that she wouldn't sell it is this was the only one I've ever seen in person, actually, by going to thrift stores and flea markets. You don't see these every day, so this is definitely something I wanted. Even console alone, they go for about like $100, maybe $120. So I did get a decent deal on this. A little more than I would have liked to pay, but when you see things like this that you don't ever see, you got to pick them up. So this is definitely going into my personal collection because I do not have a Sega CD. I did find one a long time ago, but I ended up giving it to my cousin because he's a big Sega fan, a big Sonic fan. So I ended up giving it to him. So this one I will be holding on to. I can play my Genesis games and my Sega CD games. And as far as the wires not being with it, I don't really care because if you look, they're just normal Sega Genesis wires that I have multiples of. And the control port looks like it's just a normal Sega Genesis control as well. It even has the manufacture date on it, which is pretty cool. June 1994. The lady told me it works, so hopefully it worked. I guess I'll find out soon. I'm glad to have one of these in my collection finally. And then the other video game item I picked up is a copy of Saints Row 4 on the 360. So I've actually never played this game. Believe it or not, I used to be a huge fan of the Saints Row series. Personally, the first two Saints Row games, I actually preferred over Grand Theft Auto. And then the third one was like okay, and I've yet to play this one, but I know this one's not that good. I wish they would go back to the formula of like the first two, but I don't know, maybe they will eventually. I picked it up for $5 just because, like I said, I've never played it. Maybe I'll give it a try, as I used to be a big fan of the Saints Row series. And I'm hoping it's backwards compatible. I know Saints Row 4 is, but I don't know about the National Treasure Edition one, but guess I'll find out. I picked up this shirt because it was only $2, and it's this Polo Ralph Lauren vintage camp button up. It is a size 2XL. You have this nice like Hawaiian print going on it. Makes me want to go on vacation. Nothing too crazy, but I picked that up for $2, and I maybe can sell it for maybe 25, maybe 30. I don't know. And then the last thing I picked up is a pair of sneakers, and it is a pair of the Air Max Penny 1s. in the bread colorway from 2006. In my opinion, Penny Hardaway has one of the best first signature shoes. I've always been a big fan of the Penny 1s, the 2s, and the 3s, and the 4s, but the 1s I've always been a big fan of personally. Unfortunately, they are a size 11. As you can see, they're from 2006. Still in decent shape overall. Here is the other one. I actually ended up spending $20 on these, which I think is a decent deal. I still don't have a pair of these in my personal collection. I wish I could keep these, but they are a size 11. I need a size 10, maybe even a 9.5. I used to have a pair of the All-Star ones, but I ended up getting rid of them because condition-wise, they weren't the greatest. But I would love to get like a pair of like the Orlando ones eventually one day. Those are my flea market pickups for today. Now let's skip ahead and see what I find this weekend. How much? $10. $10?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see those.
Yeah. You know why I'm fighting with him? Because Stardew got its multiplayer PS4 but not Xbox.
Wow.
And he messaged me. He started playing it, yeah. He messaged me the other day.
I didn't say it like that. No, I didn't.
Oh, you can just say clock. Oh, I meant the other thing. Yeah.
They're size 8.
That was the whole joke of the movie. That's it.
It's just this one's missing the laces and there's no insoles.
That was the whole joke of the movie. That's why that movie existed.
Alright guys, welcome back to part 2 of this week's flea market grab video. So unfortunately I didn't find no video games this weekend, but what I did find is this Neon Genesis Evangelion, if I'm pronouncing that right. This movie right here on DVD. I've personally never watched this anime, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. So I picked this up because it was only $1 and it's still in great shape. So most likely I'm just gonna hang on to it and watch it eventually. The second thing that I picked up, I actually already have one of these, but this is a different brand. And it is the Dallas Cowboys Shark Tooth snapback right here. This one is by Logo Athletic, as you can see right there. You got the Pro line on the inside as well, and then Logo Athletic tag. The sweatband is a little dirty, but I'm gonna try my best to clean that up. But the hat itself is still in a good shape overall. And if you guys can see, I actually have one right there. But that one is a Logo 7, I want to say. Let me grab that one real quick. Yeah, as you can see, that one is a Logo 7 and it has the gray underbrim instead of the green. So yeah, now I got those two. Ended up picking this up for $5. Me and my friend were actually at the flea market together. And the reason we even went in this booth is because my friend saw a Dallas Cowboys hat on their table. It wasn't this one, it was a, I think it was an Apex 1 Cowboys hat. But anyway, he went in and he grabbed it. And then the vendor saw that he picked it up and he was like, you know what, I have another one in my car if you want me to go get it. So of course we were like, yeah, for sure. He had already told us that he only wanted $5 for it. So he said the one in his car he would just take $5 for too. So my friend ended up keeping up the other one, and then when he came back with this one, I ended up taking it. So that's how I got that. And then the last two things I actually grabbed are two pairs of shoes. The first one's, maybe I shouldn't have got these because the condition that they're in, but I only paid $10 for them, and it's a pair of the 2009 Space Jams right here. So these are a GS size. You see you have the 2.3 on the back, not the 45. These are a size 7Y, but you see they have this big scuff right there. Bottoms are pretty yellow. I guess they paid $15 for them. And then you have a scuff right there on the inside. Here is the other one. I don't know what it is, but anytime I find a cheap pair of 11s, I always pick them up. But looking at them, maybe I should have left them. You see it has a scuff right there on the toe as well, but I don't know. I guess I'll see what I can do with them. And then the second shoe I picked up for $20. If you guys remember last week, I actually found this shoe and then they told me that they only had one and they didn't bring the other one. So I guess this week they actually found the other one and brought it, and it's the Bread 4s right here. So these are a size 13 and they are the 2012 pair. As you can tell, they have the Jumpman on the back, not the Nike Air. This is another one that I need to get in my collection. I don't know why I don't have these yet. But of course, just like the problem you have with these 2012 pairs, you have a lot of cracking on the midsoles. But the uppers are still pretty good. They do have a little bit of scuffing, but I'm gonna clean them up and see if I can get that to go away. But as you can tell from the bottoms, they're still in a pretty good shape. They still got like most of the stars. And here is the left shoe. I think this one's in better shape, honestly. The cracking is not as bad on this one. I mean, on the inside it is, but not on the outside. Last week I found the white cements, and then this week I found the breads. I don't know about you guys, but back when I first started collecting shoes, people referred to these as the black cements. So that's like kind of what I grew up knowing them as, the black cement 4s. Even though I always thought it was kind of weird because the white cements make sense because it has a cement print and these don't have any cement print on them. Unless this gray is called like cement gray, I don't know. But anyway, enough rambling. I got those for 20 bucks. So those are my flea market grabs for this week, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, drop a comment, subscribe. You guys know what to do. And I will see you guys next week with another one. So later.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while I know